How's that? Okay, so how did this play actually come to you?
Well, it was because of a casting director who is a very good, Judy Keller is her name. She is a very well-known casting director. She is a very good friend of Rivka Beckerman Greenberg, the playwright, and knew that she was working on this play and had done these was planning to do a reading at the 92nd Street Y. And so she called Lynn, told her about it, and it also happened that she needed a director. So I stepped in and we put together a reading for the 92nd Street Y, which was about 3 years ago. And it had, of course, a very emotional response. The play still needed quite a bit of work. And then we did another reading in front of a psychoanalytic convention at the Waldorf Astoria. And then we did another reading at a psychoanalytic association here. I can't really think of the name of it. So we had done these readings. And then Judy also took it to the Barefoot Theater. She had some association with some of the actors from her casting work. And they read the play and thought it would be...
And I'd worked with the Barefoot Theater before.
She has worked. She's a member, actually, of their ensemble.
Yeah. And I was in the 6 shorts of Israel Horowitz.
One of a program of Israel Horowitz one-act plays that was done about part of the celebration I talked about. And I've worked with him in readings and so forth.
Ronnie is not a first-time director. When I met Ronnie 150 years ago...
How long have you two been married?
We try to keep it very loose.
We keep it loose.
Loose?
40, I don't know.
Well, you're a happily married couple, which is nice to know about.
Well,
right.
I'm glad you observed that.
I've observed a very happy marriage over the last 10 years or so that I've known you both through the drama desk. A very happy marriage, which is very nice. I think it's so sweet to see, especially if it's been in the over 40 years.
Yeah.
That's really wonderful.
He says he's only 28, so it's...
So 28 plus.
28 plus. But you know that he directed something when I met him 50 years ago, I guess, something like that.
How did you meet him?
It was very... you correct me, but they were doing a play at a summer stock company in Missouri, and it was a Tallulah Bankhead Boulevard comedy.
Wow.
Dear Charles, and the woman who was, I don't know what happened to the woman that they hired to do it, but she disappeared or something. So they called me.
It wasn't Tallulah Bankhead.
Yes.
No,
and your friend produced a show about Tallulah Bankhead, so that's pretty funny. Lauren Clash Schneider.
When you come to think of it.
Right. In any case, they called me, and I had just gotten back from Las Vegas. And they said, listen, Lynn, could you come in and do this? And I said, yeah, I know that I like the play. I said, how much time do I have? They said, 5 days. I said, oh, okay, that seems 5 days. Let me out of here. So, but I did do it. And
I was the assistant director. And then the director, who was the artistic director of the theater, had to go on and do something else. So then I became the director.
Oh, that's fantastic. Now, how did you get Sex in the City? Because I know that's what you're most famous for.
I know, isn't that odd?
Your theater, you're very famous for that as well.
But I mean, it's all right. So it's like I tell everybody, don't turn down things that look like you want to do. I met Michael Patrick King, another genius.
Yes.
He wrote, produced, and directed Sex in the City. He is the heart's blood of it. I met him doing Hedda Gabler in Dobbs Ferry, New York, in a girls' school with Harriet Harris.
Oh, I love Harriet Harris.
And Lydia Choulet was directing it, and a wonderful, wonderful actor. And Richard Bauer, who's no longer with us, a genius actor from Arena Stage. And it was for zip money. And we did Hedda Gabler. And Michael Patrick King was in this company that did it. I think it was the Phoenix Company, I think it was called. And we would eat a lot of meals together and play 20 questions. And I thought he was one of the brightest things I ever met. And
a number of years later,
right
after writing and being the puncher-upper on a lot of sitcoms, he got Sex in the City.
He also did Murphy Brown. He was the head writer.
Oh, I love Murphy Brown. That was his.
He was the head writer on it.
Oh my God, it's a great show.
very innovative man, and a wonderful actor, and a brilliant director.
Right. Does
So
he have anything to do with this new show about this supposed to be like a takeoff on Sex and the City?
No.
Girls.
No,
It's not a
right.
takeoff.
But Two Broke Girls. he
Two
did.
Broke Girls
Right.
is his current project.
Okay. Oh, really?
On CBS, I think it is.
Okay.
No.
That's another sitcom.
No, I-
He seems to be doing well.
So, and, yeah.
He also
Okay.
did one with, what's her name from
Phoebe.
Lisa Kudrow.
Yeah.
That was
The
on
Comeback.
Showtime, I think,
It's
called The
wonderful.
Comeback.
It's
which
wonderful.
was
Yes.
probably even a little too out there for cable TV.
It's ahead of its time in many ways.
Oh, absolutely.
He is fearless. Fearless, and I think,
Well, the vibrator episode is sort of legendary.
yeah, I couldn't believe it when I read it, actually.
When you ought to do it.
And I had to do it. I didn't have to do much acting with that, you know. I think it was purple. I'm not sure.
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah. It was.
Violet or something. I don't know. I couldn't hardly believe that somebody could actually do
Well,
that.
vibrators are in the news now. I think there's a movie coming out about vibrators.
Wasn't there a vibrator play
And
too?
there was the vibrator play by Sarah Rule, of
Yes,
course, in the
also-
next room.
Also wonderful.
This is about the vibrator in England for some reason. It's just
Mm-hmm.
coming out. So look for it if you like
Probably they
vibrators.
just had that. So, in any case.
Well,
Anyways,
it's
thank you.
it's always a joy to see you both. You're both like the
Joy to
sweetest
see
people.
you, Corinne, and we see you all the time.
We do. I'm sure I'll see you
On
on
the 104.
Tuesday or the 104 bus.
And I
You can
think
find me
favorite
there.
bus.
you really,
You really work hard to cover this
and you're
thing.
really a theater human being, which is, it gives us.
I love theater. I mean, theater
Very
is.
obvious.
I hope so.
Yes.
No,
Otherwise
I figured out. I have to
you're in
say,
the wrong
there
profession.
are some funny things in this play. There are some funny things there, you know, so
Well, I
it's,
think it's a brilliant play,
Yes.
and I think it's good to let people see this, especially
you.
for younger people who might not have experienced anything like this, especially people who are not Jewish.
Right.
I would think this is something they should see.
right across the board, because I wish I could tell you that this sort of horrors were not happening
Yes.
now, but they are. We did a one show that was all high school students, or an enormous amount, 25 high school students, and they loved it.
Oh, good.
They were so receptive, and so that's good.
That's good. Okay. Well, people have to come see Eavesdropping on Dreams, and how long is this playing till?
Through May 19th.
Through May 19th. Okay, so everyone at Broadwayshowbiz.com, please buy tickets now.
But now,
And bring handkerchiefs.
Okay.
It's
Whatever.
it's
It might cause
it's
a tear.
it might cause a tear, but
But
it's brilliant.
thank you.
It's brilliant, and I wouldn't
It's a
say
good play
so if
for
I didn't think
Mother's Day,
so.
wouldn't you?
Mother's Day.
Right.
All right, thank
Thank
you
you.
both.